Breitmann in Kansas. Charles G. Leland von so upon a dimes, gut viel after de war was over, der Herr Breitmann went out west, der fellen abhout like everything's circa evet termet perambulavet ihm, as der Teufel said when they ask him, how was you and how you has been. Von de Fennings he was drafel mit some ladies and gentlemans, und die steht incognitus. Und de sincht songs, dil pi und pi one of de ladies say, ich und podis hier ash no die great palette of Hans Breitmann party? Den Hans say, Ecce Gallus. I am dat rooster. Den der Hans took a trink under le pencil and a piece of paper, and goes into himself a little dimes and den comes out again mit das bone. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas, he drafel fast and far. He rided Schuster 8,000 miles all in von railroad car. He knowed fust rate how far he goed he counted all die while, dear was schust one bottle of champagne, dat bought it every mile. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. I tell you it, my boy, you bet they had a pulley dimes in Crossin, Illinois. They speak der speaks to all die folk standing in die car. Den ask dem in to take a drink, und korndem gans und gar. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. By shings. They did it brown. When he got into Leavenworth, he found himself in town. They dined him at the Blanter's house, more good as man could think. Mit everything's on art to eat, und twice as much to drink. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. He vented on the loud. At Elsvord, in the prairie land, he found the pulley crowd. He looked for bleed in Kansas, but dat s blade out, they say. Die whisky keg s the only ding dat s bleed in dear today. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas, to see what he could hear. He found zum Deutschers dat exist pi Mac and lager beer. Says he, we gets du outgessel? But no dings could be heard. They die growled so fat in Kansas dat they couldn't speak a word. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. Pi shings. I tell you it, von day he met a grizzly bear dat rushed him down, bei Gott. Boot der Breitmann took und bind der bear und blies him very much for every word der grizzly growled was gut Bavarian Dutch. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. By donder that is so. He rided you out upon die plains to schuss die buffalo. He fired his rifle at die bulls, und galloped through die smoke, und schwammt die canyons schust as if der Teufel was a choke. It s Haiti trail to Santa Fe. It s ho. A gross die plain. It s lope along die Denver road, until we torn again. Und die railroad drafel after us uphout as quick as we. Dis Kansas ish die fastest land I did see. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. He have a pulley dime. But 'twas in old Missouri dat they rushed him up sublime. They took him to der billet knob, und all der knobs around. They spread him und they td him till they ruin him to die ground. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas, und made his carpin pop. When he shooted at a driver man to make die wagon dope. A noble Tribune gentleman schust dodged dat pullet s bore, und die driver schwor dat susche crowd hin verdrove before. Hans Breitmann went to Kansas. Through all dis earthly land, of working out life's mission here so by ecti fly und grand. Some be oplesh runs die beautiful, some works philosophy. Der Breitmann soul of die infinite, ash von eternal spree.